Welcome to this edition of American Shooter. I'm Jim Scouton, and if you're a fan of revolvers and revolver competition, he is the man we all want to be. Jerry Miculek, the fastest man alive with a double-action revolver, is about to show us all just how fast he really is. It's an American Shooter exclusive as Jerry goes after 3 world records. We're in West Point, Mississippi, setting up for world record attempts at revolver speed shooting. Ken Jorgensen of Smith & Wesson is in charge of fence posts at the moment, while Jerry Miculek gets help setting the targets 15 feet from the shooting line.
These are the standard NRA Bianchi tombstone targets, they refer to them as. They resemble a tombstone, of course, and they have an X ring. It's the 10 ring and the 8 ring, and then 5 ring. We're going to try to keep our shots inside of the 10 ring if preferable. You know, the preference here would be in the 10 ring. But every now and then you'll lose one. So.
The timers are the newest from Pact that record the sound of gunshots and then print out the results in hundredths of a second and the split times between each shot.
Tomorrow might be a good day, Ken.
Think it might work, huh?
That's 15. 16, a 15, a 15, and a 15. So
Where you gotta be?
Pardon?
Where you gotta be on the splits?
15s.
15s.
At the highest. So that's not bad cold.
You just set a record practicing?
Huh?
That's 5 rounds in 62 hundredths of a second.
We might have to shoot this demo tonight.
This trip to Mississippi for what may be 3 world records actually started more than a year ago in a profile we did on Jerry.
I want to break Ed's record of 5 shots in 45 100ths of a second.
Ed is Ed McGivern, the exhibition shooter for Smith & Wesson in the 1920s and 30s, who set a number of records using stopwatches controlled by switches attached to his gun, a crude timing method compared to today's electronic timers. But as this rare film shows, McGivern was fast in the days Smith historian Roy Jenks knew him.
He was just incredible with a revolver. And no one has ever come along that could challenge that until Jerry Miculek started to shoot a revolver.
But the precision of today's timing gear makes it impossible to compare McGivern's record directly, so Jerry's proposed a new record.
Try an 8-shot record in under a second. You know, the new Performance Center 8-shot revolvers. I think an honest attempt at shooting 8 shots under a second would be a fair record. It would be an open record. It would be something new.
That proposal has already taken us to Smith's headquarters in Springfield, Massachusetts, to the Performance Center, where a select team of gunsmiths custom make the highest quality revolvers and semi-autos. Where Jim Ray is the master gunsmith for revolvers. He was machining the front sight dovetail for Jerry's gun when we were there, with some 15 more machining operations to go before heat treating the barrel. He'd already done the work on the action, cutting and honing the sear. Later will be cylinder fit. That was February. It's now July, and Jerry's Model 627 has just taken him to another title in the International Revolver Championship. And Jim Ray is confident the gun he built will perform for the record books.
A lot of people think we do a little extra thing special with Jerry's gun, and we really don't. He shoots basically a stock 627 with the internal parts the same as anybody's going to get in this same identical gun, which will be issued this month, matter of fact. Jerry, we just smooth the actions up, which they all are, and the man with the gun does the rest.
That will be tomorrow. Tonight, the man with the gun is practicing reloads, as he has most every night for 20 years, getting ready for the history books.
It's going to be fun tomorrow. It's going to be fun. It'll be something different, for sure. It'll be my ultimate test as a competitor to do this right.
Saturday morning at the Mossy Oak Shopping Center, our hosts for this event and the location of one of Smith's retail stores. And gun business is booming, not only inside, but on the walkways too, with a gun collector's show underway. But business comes to an end as we get close to 2 o'clock and Jerry's record attempts on the Mossy Oak firing range, where the temperature is now over 100 degrees. Jerry's record attempts have been well promoted in local newspapers and on TV, so we get a standing room only crowd to see him try for the records he wants.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome Mr. Jerry Miculek.
Howdy. Appreciate y'all all coming out in the heat and standing around with me here for about 45 minutes. I'll try not to waste your time. I'll get right into the routine and do some shooting, and we'll all go back to the shade here and talk about it later.
The first record Jerry wants to set is 6 shots, a reload, and 6 more in 3 seconds with the Model 625 6-shooter using full moon clips.
Shooter ready. Stand by.
He's grinning. He says that's going to be close. Cam Hayden of the NRA Competition Department does the calculations, the time from the first shot to the last, and gets 3 9/100 seconds. Not what Jerry wants, but all he's got right now. Next, the 8-shooter, and Jerry's goal of 8 on target in 1 second.
All right, you want to film this one?
Yes, sir.
Go, Jerry! All right.
All right.
Shooter ready. Stand by.
.02.
Say that again, Cam.
1.02.
200s over his target. Jerry tries 3 more times with the same result, 1.02. The heat is taking a toll, but the crowd is with him.
All right.
Shooter ready. Stand by.
Cam, you have the honor of the calculation and the announcement, sir.
We have 1 second even.
1 second even. Ladies and gentlemen, a world record, Jerry Miculek.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Couldn't have did it without you.
Good job, man.
Appreciate the help. Thank you.
Now the third record Jerry wants to set, 2 shots on each of 4 targets in 1 second. But he's pulling the second shot off the second target until this run.
Stand by.
The hits are there. The hits are 2 on each. The time computes to 1.03, and since nobody's ever done this, that is a record. Now he wants one more try at that 12-shot record with the reload.
Stand by.
I think it's going to be a real close one.
Man, you got some split time 12s in there.
This might be it.
.99.
Hey, Bubba! All right. I quit.
2.99 seconds. Incredible. That calls for photos for the press and the record book.